Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Katrina DeBacco. I'm the broker concierge for Coldwell Banker, and I'm going to be going over the NRT Gateway tiles. So I should have met with most of you who are on the webinar should you have joined Coldwell Banker in 2016. If you did not join Coldwell Banker in 2016 and you joined us prior to that, you and I likely did not meet for a broker concierge orientation. So this will kind of act as both. What I'm going to do is actually do a very quick overview of some of the things that we would have gone over together in the orientation. And for those of you who did do the orientation, it's going to be a great refresher. I know whenever we first met, it was you're getting hit by so many different things. You're managing broker, MLS with their different trainings. You have contract training. You're doing Star 90. I'm bothering you for stuff, so I totally get it. So I think today will be a great refresher over some of those profiles that we set up and getting your account settings and everything like that together as well in your website in InTouch. So we'll definitely go over that. And then the reason why you're all here, I'm assuming, is because you wanted to actually see what some of those other NRT Gateway tiles are. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and jump us into our NRT Gateway. And here we are. So for those of you watching right now, feel free to go to your NRT Gateway account. And from the NRT Gateway, so you're going to sign in. If you haven't been in here before, you are going to want to sign in with your full Colorado Homes email address. And then after your Colorado Homes email address, the next thing that you're going to want to do is set up whatever password that you used whenever the setup took place. So I'll give you a second to go ahead and do that. And we do have, I just want to take a moment right now to let you all know we do have a chat box over on the right-hand side of the screen that you're viewing on. So if you have any questions throughout any portion, please chat your question in. That way I can be sure to answer your questions. And just let me know who's out there. I'd love to take a little roll call and see who's out there now. So why don't you go ahead and just test out that chat box, Test out the chat box and let me know who's in there. That'll be really great. I like to know who I'm talking to as well. So let's go ahead and jump into a little bit more. So I have my NRT Gateway pulled up, as you all can see. And the first thing that we're going to jump into is going to be our InTouch dashboard. So InTouch dashboard is this big guy here on the top. InTouch is primarily two things for you. Number one, it's your CRM. And number two, it is your website. So if you were wondering where your website is housed, that's where it is. If I'm going to go right now into dashboard, when I click into dashboard, that takes me into your entire InTouch system. So here in dashboard, everything within my dashboard under this this little button here, that's going to give me an overview of what my entire platform looks like and how everything is running. Next, I have contacts. If I click on add a contact, this is probably where you would spend your time initially, and this is where you'd actually add your contact in. So in here, you're going to go through, and you can see everywhere that you get to add your contacts. And the really neat thing is that you also get to see all of the different categories that you can put in for your contacts that you do plan to get put in there. One thing I always get asked, it's kind of funny, but it makes total sense, but I do get asked, is there a place where I can put nicknames? Because it is nice, on something that you address to a person, you want to have their regular name, their legal name, their what they go by, in a professional setting. Yet whenever you email them or phone them, you know that they like to be addressed as Richard on all of their documents, but in an email or a phone call or in person, they like to be addressed to as Rich. So this would be a great place to actually put something like that in there. That's just one very, very small example, but I just wanted to call out some of the benefits of having such a pretty comprehensive CRM there. Next, we have listings. When you do have listings running into your InTouch platform, you can start sending listings out to your clients. You also have an entire marketing center here in InTouch. I love this marketing center. I do come from a marketing background though, so that has a little to do with it. The reason why I like this center so much is that it has it has a capability for me to basically start with a blank canvas, and I can do anything that I'd like. So if I go into print marketing and I do browse property marketing, this is going to be a really awesome tool for me to find any of the templates that I like. But what I love is that I can customize any portion that I want. So if I hate the picture, if I hate my overlay being right here, if I hate the logo on the site, whatever the case is, I actually get the design tools to manipulate the entire piece. So I really, really like that. The next thing that I want to talk about is this help button, training and support. This takes you to Market Leader's main website where they have a ton of different PDFs for you to look at. They've got a ton of webinars. That's what I'm doing right now. They have a ton of webinars that they host as well, and they like to call theirs the Power Hours. They do it usually during lunchtime, and a lot of these webinars are geared towards the pro feature of InTouch. But regardless, you do have featured trainings on this corner, this top left corner as well. This is a phenomenal site to answer any of the questions that you might have. So I definitely recommend taking a look at their help center. You also, I mentioned very briefly, Going Pro. Pro is a secondary version of InTouch. You all currently have the basic account, and with the Pro account, you will actually be able to get some of these upgraded items added into your account. So you're going to get the mobile CRM app, you get a custom domain name. That means instead of having katrinadebacco.cbintouch.com, you're now going to be able to choose katrinadebacco.com. So you get to drop that .cbintouch. And of course, that's just an example. You can choose anything that you'd like. You're going to have a ton of features within your new program that's going to help you with your SEO, your search engine optimization. So that's going to help you get recognized online by consumers. Really good stuff when you go pro. Whenever you're ready, you can learn more here. And you can also click beneath your name and simply click on Upgrade to Pro. So the next thing I want to go to is in your name, I want you to go to My Account. And here is where I'd like everybody to start manipulating some of their information in here if you haven't already. So you're going to click your Edit button in that top left corner. You want to make sure that your name is displaying how you'd like it. You also want to fix your title. Add your license number in here. If you're a part of a team, please check Team. Your mobile goes in this row, and your office phone number goes in this row. Once you've done all that, please be sure to hit Save. The next thing that you want to make sure to have are going to be your photos. Your headshot needs to be in both your website image and your marketing image. Marketing image is not as important if you're not planning on using the marketing tool at all. But you definitely do want to make sure to have it in your website. So all you do is click Edit, choose your file, and then you're going to upload it. Very simple. The next thing I want us to toggle over into is going to be beneath My Account. You're going to go to Office Info. Under Office Info, you're going to click on Edit, and you need to make sure that all of this information is correct. Now, sometimes you're given the additional 4-digit code here for the postal code. Either put a hyphen in there or take out the 4 digits just so it doesn't look like a random, list of numbers there. Office phone, make sure you add periods in between the correct spaces that requires. Fax number, do the same there. And then time zone, you're going to want to change that. The system will default to Pacific time, so you want to make sure to change that to Mountain. Next, we're going to go to Activity Alerts. Beneath Activity Alerts, just give me 1 second. It looks like the internet's running a little slow here. Sorry about that. And so with activity alerts, what you're going to do in this section is you're going to come through and you are going to make sure to turn on each of these notifications. So with these notifications, you're going to want to come into email. You click edit, and then you, click edit. I said it and I didn't do it. And you're just going to want to make sure that each one of these buttons here are checked.